Alright, y'all. It's Friday, November 2nd. Hasn't been the greatest week trading for me. After last weekend, I had a really good week, but this week is kind of erased most of what I did last week, unfortunately. But that's the struggles of learning how to trade. I'm still roughly a break-even trader. Not profitable, not losing money. Just trying to figure some stuff out. So these weeks are to be expected. There are a couple things that I've noticed that I need to work on. Over trading is a problem with me. Putting too many positions on at once causes chaos. Having too many pairs to look at causes chaos. So I've actually narrowed down my my list here. I'm not looking at all the pairs anymore. I have selected ones that I specifically want to watch, and maybe I'll expand it, but I think having fewer options to choose from will keep me out of too many trades, and the quality of trades should be higher, since I'm going to be focused more on these other pairs, these ones. I don't even really trade the peso. I've never made a trade. I just kind of had it marked up here as something to possibly sell or buy from here once it gets down here. Anyway, back up to the Dixie. You see I have added a 50 EMA to my chart, and that's just that's also to help me kind of filter out where I need to be taking trades. I don't want to be taking trades on the wrong side of the EMA. It's also a filter just to try and keep me out of bad trades. So yeah, let's get into the Dixie. We see this. I finally got the pullback to the demand zone that I was telling you guys about for 2 weeks now. Maybe just a week. But this little area right here, I've been waiting for that to come back and get hit, and finally it happened. So unfortunately, if I go over to the euro dollar, I did not get filled on that. It pricked my entry, but it didn't get above it to cover the spread and get me in. So I did not get in a sell position on that. And I'm kind of bummed out, but I'm not going to chase it. I'd be 77 pips in profit right now. Ain't nothing I can do about it though. So yeah, I wanted to show that in addition to the Dixie, because that's the level that I wanted to be met, and it did get met, but it just didn't fill me. I also just met entry on this guy right here. Oh, whoops. On EJ, you see I came back down. I actually was looking at this from the 2-hour chart. It's a nice demand zone. Got the 50 EMA underneath. We're bouncing off of it pretty well for a Friday. It's about a 4-to-1 risk reward here. Trying to run it up to the tops. You can kind of see this level is held pretty stoutly. 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So maybe it's due to break this next time to the level, but I'm not going to be playing that game. I'm going to get out ahead of time. That's another thing that I'm working on too, is I'm gonna reduce my my position or my target size instead of going crazy. Like on GJ, I don't even know how much risk reward open, like 7, 8 maybe, and I just let it come back and stop me out for like a 2-to-1. So I'm trying to take profits a little bit earlier now. So yeah, basically the analysis behind this is that this demand zone right here, price has made a higher, cleared this high, so equal high, and then a higher low, and then pushed up. It has crossed the 50 EMA, and we had this demand pocket form. And then we had the 50 EMA underneath on the 2-hour, on the 1-hour, and on the 4-hour here. So I'm hoping to see a little bit of a spike in the Euro Yen here. So let's go over that. And I have to go over GJ. So like I said, I had that trade open, got in right here, was running it down, and then however my 7-to-1, 6-to-1, whatever I had open from that, I had my stop up here, and then I moved it down here after this little supply zone held, and then it just roared back up, stopped me out. Then, like an idiot, I tried to revenge trade and get short here again in this supply zone, which I mean it wasn't a terrible spot to get short in because it's supply zone, but I had just gotten stopped out, and I actually put on double the position size I usually do, so that stopped me out. Twice the normal loss that I would be taking. It's these little things, the psychology of trading. It's gonna kill you if you don't get it right. What is this? Oh, that was I used a fib extension for a target too. I don't even use fib extensions. Not part of my plan. So yeah, I should have been trailing my stop a lot tighter or just taking these profits down here, especially once this double bottom formed. But can't change it. It is what it is. Over the pound Aussie. Still got this one open. We have the 50 EMA overhead. The supply zone is holding. My stop loss is up here. Still looking for that 7-to-1 push down to here. Hasn't done a whole lot, so not a whole lot to say here. Let's go look at the pound dollar. This is not an active trade. I did have this mapped out ahead of time, but I did not take it. It is coming off the supply zone pretty nicely. And that has a lot to do with the dollar index hitting that demand zone. I'm assuming this is more dollar strength than pound weakness, because otherwise you'd be seeing these pound pairs melt, and we're not seeing that. I'm surprised GJ, usually pound yen follows pound dollar pretty well, so it's definitely a factor of dollar strength rather than pound weakness. So it could be a buying opportunity coming up here for the pound. I think I had one more I wanted to go over, the Euro Aussie, and I do have a pending order sitting right here. Hopefully next week. The supply zone looks pretty good on the daily time frame. Check it out. You see the drop, the base, drop, hopefully we can rally back up, meet entry, and then come back down here to this demand zone. I'm getting out before that, 4 to 1. Got the 50 EMA up top. Sure, it's above it here too. Maybe when we meet entry, it would be meeting the 50 EMA. So yeah, that's all I got for today. This video was a little bit longer than I had been putting out this week. I'm trying to keep them shorter, but it's the weekly recap, and I just wanted to go over those couple things. Because I mean, these videos more than anything are just a reflection for myself to help me stay disciplined and stay to my plan. And so I'd have to be brutally honest, like obviously highlighting all my mistakes that I made on GJ this week, and realizing that when I have too many trades open, it doesn't work well for me. So I need to be selective, more selective. And yeah, that's about all I'm gonna do for now. I'll leave it as is, and Monday morning I have another video out. Not sure about Sunday night. Possibility that I will have one on Sunday night. I have a lot of homework to do and a lot of football to watch. Big fantasy implications this week. So yeah, enjoy your weekend, guys, and I wish you luck trading next week.